Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SD channel, aka Spiritual Desires, for we are always spiritually led to our utmost desires. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Today, we are going to be doing a full spread. When I do my full spreads, it means Oracle and Tarot together. So we are going to be doing a full spread on today's episode. Understand that all of these readings that I do are for entertainment purposes only. So know that some things will resonate with you, and it's possible that some things won't. However, just take what does, apply it to your situation, and leave what doesn't, okay? If you are interested, though, in a personal reading, please read the description box below. I have my mentor's information there. She is an amazing spiritual advisor. And I know that if you are in need of some assistance, she can help you. She offers a lot of different services on her website. So please check out her website and please reach out to her for any services that you are interested in, okay? Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading. All right, so let's see what we're going to start with today. All right, so collective, I hope you are feeling well today. I hope you are doing good. I hope that you are safe and sound wherever you are. And yeah, I hope that you are ready for today's reading. Let's see what the energies are. Let's see what the messages are that we need to know, okay? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective in today's full spread? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for today's reading? Let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit, for your guidance. Thank you for letting us know what we have going on, okay? For whatever reason, I'm feeling a strong love message, though. You could be dealing with someone that unfortunately possibly broke your heart. Maybe you and a person are having somewhat of a rough time right now. But let's see. Okay, well, I definitely am seeing that has something to do with love going on today, okay? So the first card you have out, it says man holding a heart, number 45, all right? He looks so seductive, so demure. Okay, so yes, collective, clearly it is dealing with love at the moment, or just needing to open up your heart chakra, shall I say, okay? Maybe you, again, experienced some heartbreaks in the past, and maybe you are a bit reluctant to love these days. But healing from the past pain, of course, helps you to move forward, all right? So if you are still holding on to some previous pain from a past lover, I would say do what you can to cleanse that energy, and release that fear that you are having at the moment when it comes to love, okay? So the next card you have out here, it says indecision, number 8. All right. So yes, you are indecisive about love. You are indecisive if maybe you are interested in investing your heart into someone again. Maybe you've met someone that has kind of, like they have you wanting to love again, right? And unfortunately, because you're still holding on to the past, you and this person are not able to start something new with one another because you're still stuck dealing with the pain from a past lover. All right. So maybe at the moment, again, you are indecisive if you're interested in opening up your heart again. But who doesn't want real love in their life, right? We all do. So in order for you to attract healthy love, you have to release the pain from the unhealthy love that you once received. All right. If you hear a lot of noise in my background, it's because they are cutting the grass. I feel as though every time I start my reading, sometimes all of a sudden noise just comes out of nowhere. And, again, I know that's just the devil trying to distract me. Okay. But hey, we're going to keep pushing, right? Okay, so the next card you have out here is the cornucopia card. All right, number 11. I don't know if it's 11 or 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. It could be number 2, but I think it's number 11. Yeah, it's number 11. But yeah, so this person has the ability to make you very happy. You and this person have the ability to have such a beautiful connection with one another, one that's full of happiness, one that's full of joy. You and this person, you all really do have a lot of love for each other. And I think this person is really hoping that you would open up to the idea of being with him. All right. Oh, and then at the bottom of the deck here, you have blossoming abundance, number 3. All right. So, again, this relationship really can sprout into something beautiful. You just have to be willing to give it your all right? So, again, let go of the past, let go of what didn't work for you. If things didn't work, that's okay. It's all about evolving. It's all about what you learned in that past relationship that you can now use to improve this new relationship. Okay, so open up your heart. It's okay to wear your heart on your sleeve. It's okay to be open with your feelings and your emotions for someone. Okay, healthy communication is all that's needed to help this relationship blossom. All right, so just tell this new person that you're interested in that you are having trusting issues. Okay, maybe that you still have wounds that you have yet to heal from, all right, from the past. And I'm sure this person would be understanding of the pain that you have endured, and in return they will probably handle your heart with more with, like, they'll handle your heart better. Okay, they'll be wiser in how they deal with you because they know that you have been down a tough road with someone. All right. But they are needing for you to be respectful of what you and them are building, and they are really needing for you to open up. Okay. So I would say definitely release the past. If you need time to figure out what it is that, or if you're needing time to understand how to invest into this new relationship, that's okay too. Take your time to heal if you need it. All right, but you have to be more decisive about this relationship, or else you're going to cause pain for this new person. All right, and it's going to be hard for you to actually receive the type of love that you are hoping to, if that makes any sense. All right, so let's keep going here. Spirit, clarify man holding a heart. Spirit, clarify man holding a heart. Spirit, clarify man holding a heart. Okay, so the card you have out here, it says tick tock, number 30. Okay, so again, about needing time and things aligning for you at the right time. So just go with the flow. Okay. Again, if you require more time to heal from the past, if you require a bit of space for yourself in order for you to figure out what it is that you really want, that is okay. Uh, just be willing to evolve. All right. And in due time, you will open up your heart. You will invest more of your heart into this new connection. Maybe at the moment you're just not ready yet, but deep down, love is what you want, and love is what's calling you. Okay? So give yourself grace. All right, be gentle with this new connection, and know that at the right time the two of you will come together, and the two of you will be able to embark on a new journey with one another as you gradually release the pain that's been kind of holding you back. All right. Spirit, clarify indecision. Spirit, clarify indecision. Goodness, this noise is bothering the hell out of me. Spirit, clarify indecision. Hold on, let me get something to drink. Spirit, clarify indecision. All right. The card you have out here is poised, number 48. Okay. So yeah, again, it's just about you going with the flow and you taking your time to figure out what it is that you want. Okay. You're trying to stay calm. You're trying to stay. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause for a moment, but I'm back. I was hoping that the noise would go away. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to push through and endure it for the duration of this reading. All right, so again, like I was saying, just remain poised, just remain calm. Take your time and be gentle with yourself as you are transitioning through this situation. Um, you never want to jump into a relationship if you are unsure. So I would never advise you to just go into something new and you haven't yet felt comfortable with giving your all to something. Okay, so take your time, give yourself time to heal from whatever has been holding you back, and know that at the right time, when things are more in alignment with you, like with yourself spiritually, once you are whole again, you can then begin to invest your heart into a new relationship. Okay. Spirit, clarify cornucopia. Spirit, clarify cornucopia. Honestly, you all, I don't even know if I'm going to upload this reading. I really do feel very distracted, but for the sake of the viewers and for all of you, I'm just going to do my best to push through. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, clarify cornucopia. Spirit, clarify cornucopia. All right. So the card you have out here, it says the Fates, number 17. Okay. And as we know, that's all about alignment. That's all about the universe aligning everything for you at the perfect time. Okay. Excuse me. So again, in due time, things are going to work out for you and this person. At the bottom of the deck here, you have mending, number 52. Okay, so maybe you and someone from your past are going to reconcile. All right, maybe someone is coming back around and the two of you may have dealt with some issues previously, but you all will get the opportunity to talk things through and to heal whatever issues this connection was having. All right, but it's all about timing. It's all about everything being in alignment first, and maybe the two of you need time to yourself so that you can work on self-healing and do a lot of self-reflection first before the two of you come back together. But at the right time, this connection will reconcile. And once that reconciliation happens, I do believe that it will give you all the ability to move forward in a happier way, like in a happier direction. Okay. So like I said again, just be gentle with yourself, be gentle with this person. But this connection has a lot of happiness. This connection has a lot of fruit that can be like it just has so much joy, right? So much love, so much just again happiness here. Look at these cars. I mean, this is true happiness, okay? As you can see in both pictures, the sun is shining through, right? So that is God's hand around this connection, all right? And it's just letting you know that this connection is going to blossom into something beautiful, all right? Look at all this fruit here. Okay, so there's a lot of cornucopia in this connection, and there is just like you two make each other very, very happy. You two fulfill each other so much. Okay, and so at the right time, again, this connection is going to blossom. That is that's inevitable to happen. Okay, it just needs time to manifest. All right. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit clarify TikTok. Okay, you have the community card. All right, so you and this person could be building a family with one another, or you all already have a family, and maybe there are some family issues that need to be discussed or need to be sorted out. All right, but at the end of the day, this person, the two of you all want a family with one another. If you don't have a family yet, you want to build a family together. You want to have kids. And if it's a blended family, you just want everyone to get along, right? So if it takes time, especially if it is a blended family, if it's taking time to get everyone on the same page, that's okay. I mean, a lot of times those type of situations, they need they need time in order to really reach its potential. Okay, so give yourself time to build this connection. Give yourself time to um give this connection time to reach its potential. Honestly, that's kind of the biggest message here that I can feel. It's like you all just need to wait for things to align. You need to wait for God to push this relationship forward, okay? But also, if this is someone that you already have a family with, if you have a hard time expressing your love to your family, work on that. Okay. It's okay to tell your family how much you love them. It's okay to be more expressive and more open, even when it comes to vulnerabilities that you're feeling, right? If you're going through some struggles, if you're having hard times, like it's okay, especially with your family, to let it be known that you're dealing with some things right now, and maybe you just need space for yourself in order to be the best person that you can be for your family. All right. Spirit clarify poise. Spirit clarify poise. Spirit clarify poise. Thank you. Okay. You have springtime renewal. All right. Can you see it? Springtime renewal. Okay. So there's a lot of like flowers here in a lot of these cards, right? So again, to me, that's all about things blossoming, right? And as we know, we go through phases, right? And we go through cycles, okay? And so now we are at a time where we are going from spring into summer, okay? So this connection could have the ability to prosper during this, like during this cycle. So I would just say, but it's all about two new beginnings. It's all about a chance to restart. It's all about an opportunity to start over. Okay. So just know that God is shining his light on this connection. And again, at the right time, this connection will blossom. This connection will live up to its potential. Okay. But you need to give this connection time to grow into what it is meant to be. All right. And you need to be more assertive with what it is that you want from this person. Let this person know that you want to have a relationship with them. Let this person know that you are wanting to build something with them. Even if you're not ready to just jump in, you know, if you're not ready to jump all in at this moment and you are needing to see things grow gradually, to be honest, that's the best way for a relationship to mature. It's to give it time. Every day you all are learning something new about each other, right? So as you continue to learn about this person, as you continue to learn more about yourself, that is what is going to help this connection be great, honestly. All right. So Spirit, Spirit, clarify the face card. Okay. All right. You have candle magic. Okay. Every time I see this card, to me, it's about slow growth. Okay. Because, candles, they burn slowly, right? As you can see, the wax is melting slowly, right? So this is just about slow growth. Okay. But there's so much light here, right? So things could be coming to light in this connection. But I mainly see that you two are learning a lot about each other. You are learning more about them and they are learning more about you. Okay, so things are coming to light. Things are aligning perfectly at the perfect time. And in due time, this relationship is going to grow into its full potential. All right. And then at the bottom of the deck here, you have go your own way. Okay, so do things your way. Open up your heart at the right time. As you can see in this picture, the compass has a heart, right? So do things at your own time. Do things in your own way. Don't let anybody tell you how you are meant to don't let anyone tell you the direction that you're meant to go in. Okay, you decide the direction for you. And when you and this person come together, this will be a connection that is divinely guided. All right. It's possible that you all are going to want to move. Okay. So like if you've been living in a particular area, you may want to buy a new home, or maybe the two of you are coming together and buying a home together. Um, but yeah, so that's also something to keep in mind. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. We're going to go ahead and see what tarot messages come out to help clarify this story. Collective, if this story has not resonated with you, I do apologize. Again, the energies just feel a little weird right now. There are a lot of distractions. And of course, distractions can cause like the messages not to come through as clear as possible. But I hope that something that I've said here today, you are able to apply to your situation, and you are able to use this as a helpful message for yourself moving forward. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages? Okay. Jesus. Okay, the first card you have out here is the Five of Pentacles. All right. Next card you have out is the Justice card. All right. So if you have been experiencing some financial if you have been experiencing some financial difficulties, I do feel as though those things are about to work itself out. Um, you could be dealing with the justice system. You could be needing to sign a contract. But ultimately, it's just about things being fair. So if someone took some money from you in the past, they are going to be required to pay you that money back. Um, but also outside of finances, if this is a love situation, if someone walked away from you or if someone owes you an apology, I do feel as though they are going to come back in and offer you that apology. And they're going to give you an explanation as to why they walked away from you. Okay. So it will be up to you, collective, of course, if you want to hear this person out. But I do see them wanting to do the right thing and wanting to at least let it be known that they are sorry for whatever it is that they may have done that caused this connection to kind of be derailed. All right. Clarify indecision. Very clarify indecision. All right. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So this is all about abundance. This is all about you being stable. This is all about you having more than enough. Um, more than enough to take care of yourself as well as your family, as well as anyone that may need assistance from you. Okay. But you're very fruitful. You spend your money very wisely. Um, you're very meticulous with how you spend your money. You're not the wasteful type. And you like to invest your efforts into something that you know is going to bring you prosperity. Okay. Now, you could be wondering if something is worth investing your time in, and maybe you are needing more information before you can kind of put your money behind this particular endeavor. But I think in due time, you will realize if this, like, let's just say it's a business, you will come to understand that this business venture is worth your time, and that if you give yourself time, it could be a profitable business for you. Okay. Now you also have the Devil and the Two of Cups. All right. And that goes along with the Queen of Pentacles card. Okay. So it could be a love situation. However, if it is dealing with love, there's a level of toxicity here, something that needs to be worked through. And as you can see in both pictures, there's a man and a woman, right? So this connection could be very tied. This connection could have a strong soul tie to it. But I feel like though it's up to the two of you to decide what type of ties you all will have with one another. You have the Two of Cups, which is of course about love. It's about um, fruitfulness in a connection. It's about being happy. It's about being in alignment with each other. But on the opposite side of that, with the Devil card, this is about being very obsessed. This is about having toxic ways that are possibly hindering this connection. Okay, so in order to stabilize this connection, one, again, you're going to have to be very decisive about what it is that you want. But two, you are going to have to release any worries or any things that were keeping you bound. Okay, so if you know that you have some toxic ways that need to be healed, take your time to heal those things first, because that is the only way that this connection can blossom into something fruitful. All right, so you need to heal heal anything that's keeping you bound. All right, that's keeping you stuck, whether that is I mean, whether that's just too much of something, like whether that's just too much worry, whether that's just maybe you have some addictions that are hindering this connection. Again, release anything that is holding you back. Stabilize those stabilize those toxic ways, all right? Because once you do so, this connection can finally reach its pinnacle, all right? Let go of any burdens. Again, if you were dealing with a past lover and maybe this past lover like walked out on you or did some things that were just very unhealthy in this connection, and you have been holding on to that, like you've been holding on to what that past person did. Oh, excuse me. Let go of, like, don't take what that last person did to you into this new connection, okay? Now, if this is someone returning, if this person apologized to you and you can see that this person has really made a healthy transformation and that they really have changed, don't try to pigeonhole them to what they once did instead of giving them the opportunity to show you that they are a new person and that they have grown and that they are now better and more mature for a connection, okay? Don't don't constantly bring up the past and let those past issues affect what the two of you can have moving forward. Spirit clarify cornucopia. Okay. Okay, so you have the King of Wands, and then you also have the Three of Cups. Okay. So again, this is all about happiness. This is about strength. This is about power. This is about the two of you being very passionate about one another. But this is also about you willing to take the lead. Okay. Maybe you need to be the one that reaches out to this person. Maybe you are the one that needs to apologize. But also this is like this person feels as though they are your best friend. You can talk to them about anything. You can congregate with them and just let your hair down and just have fun and just be very open and expressive with them. Okay. So if you know that this connection is also like a connection that brings you so much joy, be willing to take the effort and to take the lead. All right. It's okay if you are the one that kind of has to be the one that brings this connection back into its wholeness. All right. But I do see a lot of joy here. I see a lot of fun. I see you all being able to like travel and go different places and do different things with one another. But again, you just have to release any toxicity that has once held this connection back. All right. Don't be so in your head about it. Don't be so worried about like the what ifs, right? Don't worry so much about that. All right. Just move ahead, move forward, and know that at the right time, everything is going to come into alignment here. All right. Now, the next card you have out is the Nine of Swords, which is what I was just talking about, getting out of your head. Okay. You have the Three of Wands, but it is in reverse. All right. This is what it would be like upright, but it is in reverse. Okay. So I don't know if you are fearful that something is not going to manifest for you. Maybe you're feeling as though you wasted your time with something. Maybe you have been waiting on something for a long time and you are becoming hopeless. And a bit pessimistic if things are going to work out for you. But it's all about you releasing that, right? Because as you can see, you also have the Ten of Swords, all right? So you need to release this stress. You need to release this worry. You are very anxious. Now, the good thing about the Ten of Swords, of course, is the fact that you are now at the end, okay? You are at the end of this cycle, at the end of this road, all right? And so things are going to look up, right? Again, we all go through cycles in life. So maybe this has just been a tough cycle for you, especially mentally. Maybe again, something that you hoped would transform in your life just has not, and it has really held you back mentally. It has really depleted your energy. It has made you want to give up and just not try anymore. Well, that is just that again, it's a season, right? So in due time, things are going to turn around for you. Things are going to change. Your ships will come in. So if you have been worried, especially about a love relationship, maybe you worried if this person would ever return. Um, Again, at the right time, once you've learned your lessons, maybe separately, the two of you can come back together and really give this relationship another chance. All right. So get out of your head. Stop worrying. It's not healthy. It's not helping you grow, let alone this connection. All right. Spirit clarify, boys. Spirit clarify, boys. Okay. So the first card you have out here is the King of Pentacles in reverse. All right. Again, this is what it would be upright. However, it did come out in reverse. You also have the Empress card. All right. Beautiful. And then you also have the Seven of Cups. Okay. Now, you did have the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is falling right underneath it. However, as you can see, the energies are not aligned. Okay. So the two of you are not on the same page here. This is a couple. However, one is feeling more stable and the other one is feeling a bit more out of alignment. All right. I'm also getting a sense of jealousy here. I'm getting a sense of it's like, okay, let's say you and someone are in a relationship, but the one partner makes more than the other. Well, it's causing a level of conflict in this connection, okay? Which is why I said earlier, especially if this is a family dynamic and the two of you have been together for a while, maybe it was financial issues that caused this connection to go awry. All right. So if you know that you are either dealing with someone or you yourself are having financial issues and um it's causing issues in this relationship, you need to work on that. All right. Maybe you are fearful of if you can be a provider for your person, especially, if you are a man. Um, and you are worried if you are going to be able to provide for your family, don't worry about that. At the end of the day, that's what partnerships are about. Okay. So if one person has more money than the other, allow that person to be the provider for that season. Okay. Because if the tables ever turn and your person now is dealing with some financial difficulties, but you yourself are more stable financially, then you then can take the lead um, and be the provider for the household. Okay. Now, with the Empress here, as well as the Seven of Cups, I think this is a time for you to nurture yourself, all right? And really look at what options are there for you, okay? Take your time to take your time to heal. Is something that I'm strongly feeling here. Um Again, if you know that you have been dealing with some setbacks. Maybe you thought that you didn't have any options to help you heal. Well, there are doors all around you that you can walk through, okay? But it's all about being mindful and decisive about what it is that you want. All right. So whatever this is that she has in her hand, she knows that she wants it, and she also has enough to give. Okay. The Empress is all about beauty. The Empress is all about having a caring, compassionate, loving way about yourself. So spread that love, all right? And also make sure that you're loving on yourself first. In order for you to love on others, you have to love you. So make sure that you know what it is that you want first. Um, get rid of any jealousy that you may be experiencing right now. Focus on yourself and give yourself time to figure out what route it is that you want to take. All right. Make sure that you're getting your rest. If you've been having a hard time sleeping, there's, I always talk about my yogi tea. Yogi has a bedtime tea. So that, and it's natural. So that's a lot healthier when it comes to like other things out there that you can take to help yourself sleep. So I would advise you to maybe drink some bedtime tea right before you go to bed. Um, or even maybe take like some melatonin. That's a good option that can help you rest and relax and get some good sleep. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, so the next cards you have out here, you have 4 cards that flew out. All right, so the first card, you have the Two of Wands in reverse as well. All right. You have the Nine of Cups upright. You have the King of Swords in reverse. And then you also have the Temperance in reverse. Okay, so let's break this down. Okay. Now with the Two of Wands, again, you know that you want to move forward. You are just indecisive as to what direction that you are wanting to go in, which is why you're going to have to let things align first. God will give you the information that you need to move forward at the right time. Maybe you know you're wanting to go in a new direction, but there are still some past situations that you need to figure out first. Maybe there are still some lessons that need to be learned in order for you to move ahead. But ultimately, it's also about fear. Maybe you are fearful of what's to come, or you're fearful of going in the wrong direction, right? And you are just wanting God to confirm that that you're moving in the right direction. Okay, so give yourself time to figure that out, but don't be fearful of what's ahead, because ultimately that's just going to keep you stuck. Right now, you know what fulfills you emotionally. Okay, you know what goals it is that you want to achieve. You know what helps you feel alive, right? And so you are wanting to go after that. You are wanting to achieve all of your dreams, okay? So keep going after what it is that you know is going to bring you the ultimate happiness, all right? Again, it is all about timing. So if things need time to sort themselves through, give yourself that time. All right, ultimately though, you are going to be fulfilled and you are going to be happy when it's all said and done. All right, now with the King of Swords in reverse, and I believe we got the King of Swords that came out in one of the last readings, and it also came out in reverse. So this is strongly letting me know that, collective, um one, there is some jealousy around you, whether it's coming from you or whether it's coming from someone else. But also, I know you are wanting to cut out what no longer serves you, which is, of course, what is necessary for you to do, right? In order to have the happiness that it is that you want. But it's not as much about what you do as much as it is about how you do it. Okay. And I'm feeling as though right now, collective, honestly, you're being mean to some people. Okay. You could be cussing some people out. You could be kind of very sharp with your tongue, but you have to understand that's not going to get you where you want to go. Just because things are not going in your way right now doesn't mean that you have to it doesn't mean that you have to be so cutthroat with everybody else, right? Maybe you are a bit upset that things are not happening for you to the magnitude in which you hoped, right? Well, in order to obtain the happiness that it is that you seek, you have to still have compassion for others. Like, God needs to know that the gifts He wants to give you, you know how to use them wisely. And in order to be a healthy leader, you have to lead by example. Okay. So being a bit divisive is not going to help you get your way. All right. So I would say just be mindful of that. If you know that, if you know that you can be a little bit more compassionate to others, please be mindful of in doing that. Okay. Maybe it does take effort for you to kind of care about others' opinion, others' feelings and emotions. Maybe you're not used to worrying about somebody else and how they feel. Well, it's time for you to do that. Okay. If you want God to align things in your life, you need to show Him that you are ready. And in order to be ready, you have to be spiritually strong. You have to be a very loving individual to others in order to receive that love back. Okay. So don't be out here cussing people out and being mean and, just telling it how it is. Okay. And if you know that others around you are maybe receiving their blessings, you too will receive yours. But in order to receive those blessings, you can't leave from a place of jealousy and envy. All right. So don't be envious of what others have. Just focus on yourself, focus on what it is that you want, and you will obtain those things at the right time. Okay. And then again, you have the 10% in reverse. So you are wanting things to happen a lot quicker than what they are, but you are going to have to balance your energy. Okay. You are going to have to stay calm. You're going to have to stay poised, and you're going to have to let things work out in the right time at the right time. Okay. You can't rush God, and you can't just force your will upon everything. Okay. That's not going to lead you anywhere. It's only going to lead you down a path of um of feeling distraught. All right. So be mindful of the energy you put out, because ultimately that's what you are going to receive back. All right. And clarify community. Spirit, clarify community. So you have the Four of Pentacles. Um, so maybe you are needing to save your money, or I feel as though you're just pulling your energy back. I feel as though maybe you are noticing that your words are getting you in trouble, and so you are just taking more time to just like focus on your own healing. Okay. Maybe you are just needing to not be so expressive right now. Maybe you're needing to work on how you work on your delivery. All right. Especially if when it comes to the people that are in your inner circle. Maybe right now you're just pulling back because you know that if you say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, it could ultimately cause problems for you in the future. Okay. And so you are needing to take time to just work on yourself. Okay, take time. Maybe you are needing to again save up your money for something specifically. Um, but all in all, I just feel as though you're taking time to yourself to heal the ways about you that you know are not conducive to your growth. Okay, there could be some ego issues here that need to be worked out between you and a family member. Um, but yeah, just just bite your tongue if you know you don't have anything nice to say. All right. If you know that what you need to say to a person is not going to come off the right way, uh, then don't say it. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Okay. Yes, if there are things that you need to get off your chest, you can do so in a respectful way, but you first need to work on that. So talk to yourself in the mirror. Maybe go over what you need to say before you say it. Just don't, think before you speak. It's really what I'm trying to say here. Think before you speak. Okay? Because ultimately, if you don't do things right, it could lead to a level of heartbreak, and it could cause more destruction and damage than what initially, had you just said nothing at all. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? What other messages do you have for the collective, Spirit? Okay, the first card you have out here is the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so maybe letting your guard down, maybe not being so rigid, maybe needing to just let go of something that you've been holding on too tightly to. All right. The next card you have out here is the Seven of Wands, and it is upright. Okay, so yeah, there's an opportunity for a new beginning, but you are going to have to let go of possibly some ego issues that you have been holding on to. Um, but also putting in healthy boundaries, okay? Don't let people get under your skin. I know that you are wanting to evolve here. Maybe you are noticing some things about yourself that requires change. Um, and you are needing to adjust some things about your character. But in doing so, it doesn't mean that you have to succumb to the pressures of everyone else, right? So just because they want you to be a particular way, or just because they want you to maybe like they are wanting to overpower you in a certain situation, just because you're letting your guard down doesn't mean that you still don't have boundaries, right? So it's not about letting people step over you or step on you, um, or treating you like a doormat. It's just about you knowing that you as a person, you are trying to evolve and become the best version of yourself. And in doing so, you are going to have people that try you. You are going to have people that come in and want to see if they can, again, just overpower you and treat you any old kind of way. Well, no, that's not what we're doing. You are embarking on a brand new journey, and in embarking on this new journey, you are going to stand 10 toes down when it comes to what you really want. But you do know that you have to just be a little less rigid to obtain the things that it is that you want. All right. All right, last card, Spirit Clarify, Candle Magic, Spirit Clarify, Candle Magic. We are already an hour in on this video, so it's time to wrap this up. Okay, let me get one more, but the first card you have out here is the Eight of Swords in reverse. All right. Okay, so again, it's about being patient. It's about taking your time. It's about not jumping head first into something, especially with it clarifying the candle magic card. Like I say, this is slow growth. Okay, so it's about letting things manifest on its own time. All right, one more spirit, clarify candle magic. Okay, all right. You also have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, and then again at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords, which I've seen this card at the bottom of this deck many times throughout this reading. All right, so that's a very important message as well, which talks about, again, you getting your rest. All right, but with the Queen of Swords in reverse, because now you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in reverse. So again, there's a lot of jealousy here, a lot. Okay, there's a lot of cutthroat energy. Um, oh my goodness. There's just a heavy, there's just a lot of envy. Honestly, I'm strongly feeling that. There is someone here that is very envious of you. And maybe you've been fighting fire with fire. So maybe you know who this person is. But also, I feel as though, especially with them being, a pair, you two could have been, you and your person could have been like throwing a lot of jabs at each other. Okay, maybe you all have been trying to get even with one another. One person does something, the other person looks for revenge, right? So that that way of thinking and that way of doing things is never going to end in success. Okay, it's never going to have a happy ending. All right, so the two of you are going to have to release the need to seek revenge every time the other one does something that the other one doesn't like, right? So cut that out. With the swords here, it's all about cutting things out. And that is one thing that needs to be cut out of this relationship if you're ever going to have a healthy balance. Okay. So maybe it is taking time for the two of you to kind of change these character flaws, but someone is going to have to take the lead here. Someone is going to have to take the initiative. All right. Even if this change happens slowly, it's okay. But know that in order for this connection to come back into alignment, in order for you all to mend and repair what once was, you're going to have to take the effort to make these changes. All right. So it's up to you. You can do it whenever it feels comfortable for you. Um, but it never works when you retaliate. All right. Or when you become too reactive to something. Okay. Live in your highest good. Okay. God wants you to grow. All right. And so if you know that you have kind of been mean to this person in the past because maybe they've done some mean things to you, take a page out of Michelle Obama's book. When they go low, you go high. All right. And in order for this person to also see that they need to change these things about themselves, maybe you have to first take the lead and let them know, you know what? Yes, you did this, that, and the third, but I'm not even trying to play these games with you anymore. If we are a family and if this family dynamic is going to work, then we both have to go through a phase of introspection and realize that those are things that are holding this connection back. All right. Well, collective, that was a long read. I hope that you did enjoy it. I hope that you stuck around to the end. And I hope that these messages are of help to you. Okay. Well, until the next one, though, you all be safe, be good, be blessed. Be good to yourself and be good to others, okay? All right, I will see you in the next video. Bye.